So Nintendo recently brought Mario Paint to the NSO, which makes sense because the Switch 2 Joy-Cons can also function as a mouse. And I'm playing Mario Paint totally on the NSO, totally on the Switch 2, which I own. This is a weird game. It came with a mouse that you would plug into your Super Nintendo, and there's a bunch of weird Easter eggs in Mario Paint. You can make music, you can paint, there are mini games, and I've never played this game. So we're going to play this game. I also don't have a single remote, like not the remotest bit, not an iota of artistic ability. So I don't know why I'm playing this. But we're gonna play this. But first I had to show you Totaka's song. That's right, Kazumi Totaka did the soundtrack for this game, and it is splendid. Hey Azura, welcome to the stream. Yeah, here's the thing, I can't draw. I don't have any artistic ability whatsoever, so this is going to be very challenging. You know, it's the summertime, so let's start out with the beach. Got marker, Mario. I don't know what the Mario button does. Okay. We got spray paint. We got a circle. Oh, it's a line tool. Okay. I like the little face. I see. Okay. Square. We can make a square. Circle. Dog. It does nothing. Dog does nothing. There's a bomb. Bombs? Oh, that's a fill brush. It's very time consuming. This takes a long time, huh? Super Nintendo didn't have any of that blast processing. The dog just barks. I don't know what this does. We have an eraser. Not very good at erasing. Oh, we can erase the whole thing? I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press the one beside it. Dog. Oh, it's an undo button. But it only goes back one. Probably because the Super Nintendo didn't have much RAM. What is this? Huh? I'm learning, you guys. I'm learning what everything does. It looks like a bottle rocket. But it's not really doing anything. Text. Okay. I don't know why the back button is a bomb. This is overwhelming. Like, it's somehow very simple and very overwhelming at the same time. So this is like sprite work. It's tile-based. Okay. Can I erase it? Clear. Are these really the only colors I have to work with? There you go, it's Kirby. Animation land. No, I ain't fucking with no animation. I can barely draw. You want me to animate? No. Is this the composer? Yeah. The Mario Paint composer has been ported to PC as its own dedicated software. Even got time signatures, 4-4 and 3-4. I will mess around with this later. We will come back to that. Was robot. Save file? Oh, I think this is a save file thing. Okay. Got push-up. Push-up music is currently playing. And I'm not gonna lie, push-up music is pretty gangster. It's monkey music. I know this song. Yeah, there is simultaneously a lot of stuff here. An overwhelming amount of settings here for a Super Nintendo Paint game, and also it's very straightforward. This is the song I think of when I think of Mario Paint. Oh, this one's really good. I've heard this in so many Super Mario World ROM hacks. It kind of reminds me of Cave Story a little bit. Hey, IT Rights, good to see you. You thought the guy doing push-ups was a joint for a second. Yeah, if you just like glanced at it, kind of looks like a spliff. No music. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with this one. This is very thought-provoking and introspective. Mouse speed. See, this is the slowest speed and it's already way too fast. I don't know if it's because I'm playing this on an emulator. I mean, my totally real Super Nintendo SNES mouse. They feel the same. So I'm thinking that this is an emulator thing. I mean, my totally real Super Nintendo. Like, I'm barely moving the mouse. I adjusted the DPI and I adjusted the mouse speed on my computer and it's still like way too fast. Okay, this is gallery mode. Coffee. What is the coffee cup? Oh, this is Nat Attack. This is some Earthbound Zero-ass music right here. Welcome to bonus stage. Oh, I'm pretty good at this. I'm quick with the fly swatter though, watch out. Getting flashbacks to DK64. Ah! Welcome to bonus stage. At least these Nats don't laugh at you whenever you miss. Okay, that was Nat Attack. Let's actually paint something, shall we? Now again, it bears repeating, I don't have any artistic ability whatsoever. So that should make this, you know, even more fun. Let's start out with a beach. That's why I chose this color. It's the summertime. Let's do like a nice cove. Gonna lay down some sand. Y'all know the joys of painting with Bob Ross? Well, this is the sorrow and hatred of painting where everything's just really frustrating because I'm terrible at it. We're gonna lay down a nice phthalo green. This is not green. I believe this is brown, but I'm colorblind, so that's gonna make this really difficult for me. We'll give it some cerulean emerald highlights here. Wish I had a Switch, could play all these games with people online. Switch 2 has Soul Calibur with the GameCube, Killer Instinct in the SNES, and Killer Instinct Gold on the N64 app. Yeah, I was mad when they announced Killer Instinct Gold because everyone in the comments was clowning on it. And I was like, yo, you jits, you children, you literal kids don't know how real Killer Instinct is. Killer Instinct 94, Killer Instinct 2 were the shit. super good fighting games. And when they announced Killer Instinct Gold, people were like, but it's not Mother 3. Okay, so you guys probably don't see the vision yet, but I'm envisioning this in my head. What we're gonna draw here. I'm envisioning it. And again, I have zero artistic ability, but I think this one's gonna be good. Am I gonna be discontinuing with the VODs on the 13th? What's up, Blake? What do you mean by that? The YouTube or Twitch VODs? Because again, Twitch VODs don't really matter to me. And as far as the YouTube VODs go, it's only like if I don't upload every VOD now, but if I have a good stream and I'm like, that was fun, I'm gonna upload that to YouTube, then I upload the VOD. YouTube VODs. Well, I already don't upload every YouTube VOD. Is there some sort of new policy? They're gonna be forcing 18 plus identification on the 13th. I don't see how that affects my channel really, but no, I'm still gonna upload VODs here and there whenever I can. This is very meditative music right here. You won't be able to upload unless you give them your government ID, and if YouTube ever gets hacked, then your shit will be on the deep web. I'm not, dog. Blake, sometimes you're on some like tinfoil hat paranoia. I'm not worried about that. It'll be fine. I promise you everything will be fine. Ooh, dithering. Friend's kid loves Soul Calibur so much. Pee Wee Herman could do a commercial for him holding a copy of Soul Calibur 2 and saying, "This is quack. It isn't glamorous or cool." Yeah, I rented Soul Calibur 2. Before I owned it, I rented it from Blockbuster a couple times, and that game is so good. The only reason I got Soul Calibur 2 was because Link was on the cover. I was like, let's go! This is quack. All right, let's get the sky going here. I'm thinking of a sunset sky. I'm thinking of... I want like pink and orange. But the orange should be at the top and then the pink should be at the bottom, right? Actually, you know what? I just pressed Control Z to fix that. This is the Super Nintendo, Wyatt. What are you doing, you stupid idiot? This is the Super Nintendo. Okay, hold up. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, this will be perfect for the sky. Look at all this shit. I wasn't expecting that many options. Hey V-Love, welcome to the stream. Not Mario Artist, not based. I could do Mario Artist. I do have my totally real 64DD. That's a weird game. It's a very interesting game. It's kind of a successor to this game, but I like this game more, even though this is my first time ever playing it. Okay, I've got an idea for this. Bear with me here. Bear with me here. Again, I am not an artist. I have no artistic ability whatsoever, so have patience with me as I try to bring my vision to life. Somebody help me out here because I'm colorblind. Is this orange? It looks orange to me. And then we're gonna do hints of purple scattered about. Sort of a dark yellow. You know, I think it works. I think it works for this beach here. You know what this needs? So this is supposed to be like a cliff here. I think I should draw an outline for the cliff. Dark, like a dark green outline. It's a little muddy looking, but I don't have a darker like shade of this. But this is supposed to be like a cliff. A happy little tree. You know what? This could use a palm tree, but the perspective's gonna look wonky because I don't know how to go about doing a palm tree here. Like, should they be tiny because the camera is zoomed out? Like, should they be tiny little palm trees, or should I draw a big ass palm tree going into the ocean? They announced a remake of Plants vs. Zombie 1, Pac-Man World 2, and a new SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom sequel. Yeah, I saw the Pac-Man World 2 trailer. That was so exciting. I'm so stoked for that. It comes out in September. I love that Pac-Man can wear outfits in that game. That's like with Super Mario Odyssey and Donkey Kong Bonanza. I love the recent trend of platformers giving you the ability to customize your character with different outfits. They would get bigger the closer to you. Okay, this might look terrible. What is a palm tree like? What are the leaves like again? I gotta look up a reference image for a palm tree. Yeah, they're kind of like a fern. Okay. I don't even know if I'm capable of drawing a palm tree. Green long. Thank you, Azura. Again, I don't draw. I don't have any artistic ability whatsoever. So this is really a bad idea for a stream. This music is so good. This is some like Boards of Canada shit. So chat, how are we doing? This is the ultimate like talk about whatever you want and stream. Well, literally not whatever you want, you know, but you know, use your own discretion. Cause this is just Bob Ross. If Bob Ross was really bad at his job. Can we get Bald Bull in the water? How about this? How about after we finish this drawing right here, I'll draw like a dedicated Bald Bull from Punch Out. Is that a fair compromise? Like we draw a bald bull after this? I'm also 100% open to suggestions if you guys want me to draw anything. Your dad will love this VOD. That's an honor. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. The cliff looks a little wonky, I think. But if you like squint your eyes a little bit, this isn't too bad. I'm gonna draw the sun in the corner though. That's what we need. We need the sun. It'll be way quicker if I do it. Yeah, there we go. You know what? That isn't terrible. For my first attempt here, the first drawing of tonight, and for good measure, we'll put a little Yoshi on the beach. Wow, he's tiny. Oh, he's unfinished. That's why you have to hold it down. I thought it was just like a tiny microscopic Yoshi. You know what? That isn't bad. That's okay. That is okay. Wow. There really is joy to painting, even though this is terrible. Yeah, this is terrible. What am I saying? Get out of here. Okay. I'm gonna play the Funny Monkey song. Alright, Bald Bull. That's the first, like, sort of suggestion I've seen tonight. I'm gonna do this. Should I look up a reference image of Bald Bull, or should I just do, like, should I draw him as he appears in my mind's eye? Your forte is abstract art? Yeah, I'm hitting you with some, like, Jackson Pollock shit. You know, some like, splatter. Mind's eye? Okay, we're gonna draw Bald Bull off the dome. First of all, I'm gonna draw his body, which is a bit counterintuitive. But he's like yoked, and he has huge shoulders and muscles. He's like yoked. And draw his pecs. Okay, okay. Draw his traps. He's gotta have insane triceps and biceps. Okay. Boxing, trousers, his boxing shorts, there we go. I guess his hands are in his pockets now. I was gonna draw his boxing gloves. Okay, now his big fat head. He's got sort of like crazy Wario eyes. And a big nose. This looks this looks nothing like Bald Bull. This is horrible. It looks nothing like Bald Bull. think it was a mistake to draw him from the... Okay, I gotta give him his mustache. He has a big mustache. Here's his mustache. Here's his mustache. And his eyebrows. And his sideburns. Okay. Coloring everything. Oh no! What color are his boxing? They're like white, aren't they? Why does this song remind me of Feliz Navidad? I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Bum, 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 bum. This vaguely looks like Bald Bull. You know, like if it weren't terrible. You know what would be perfect if there was a referee Mario stamp? Because there's stamps in this game, like the Yoshi stamp we just laid down. Well, what if there was Ref Mario? Bald Bull after suffering severe CTE, pretty much. His hands are in his pockets. No, they're not. They're going down his pants. I don't know what Bald Bull is doing here. I was gonna draw the boxing gloves, but I fucked it up. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. This is the worst Bald Bull that has ever existed. Get out of here. That was horrible. Okay. What am I feeling now? What am I feeling now? He's worked on his tan. I don't have many colors to work with here, but I felt like, you know, Bald Bull has a bit of a complexion. Alright. Yoshi? I can do Yoshi, I think. Yoshi! He's got a big old snoot. I'm gonna draw like the old type of Yoshi, where he looks stoned all the time. Donald Duck with giant boobs. I'm not drawing that. No, that's like seductive Yoshi. I don't like that. That's not stoned Yoshi. Hold up. This is becoming a Koopa Troopa. What does Yoshi's mouth look like? Why can I not mentally envision what Yoshi looks like in my head? I hate that the undo button only undoes, it only does undoes one, your previous action. What the, why can I not envision Yoshi in my head can get a Yoshi stamp. You know what? I should have just drawn Fat Baby Yoshi. Oh, I passed it. This is a very shitty stamp system. Okay. There's my reference image. He's gonna have a long neck. Alright, it's gonna fill the whole image now, again. Mohawk Yoshi. He's going through a rebellious phase. Much like modern illustrating software, if there is one break in your line and you try to use the fill tool, it's just a fuck. So I like to call this elongated Yoshi. For obvious reasons. You know what? Let's make him a blue Yoshi. And he's gonna have checkerboard pattern. There's a gap? Yeah, there is. Damn it! And you gotta wait for the whole thing to fill the screen because the Super Nintendo had like 2 kilobytes of RAM. Hey, Churro! Welcome to the stream. Okay, it's okay. The fill tool, I'm just gonna stop using it because it takes forever and it doesn't work. Alright, that's my man, Blue Yoshi. Chilling in the purple dimension. This guy rules. Oh wait, I gotta fix his like underside. Okay, fill tool. I'm going to use you now. Please work. Oh, it's because it's a checkerboard gradient. It's not gonna work. There you go. There you go, Yoshi. Alright, there you go. That's my man, Long Yoshi. Does this game use the SNES mouse? Yeah, and I'm using my real mouse. I mean, my real Super Nintendo SNES mouse. And And the DPS is really messed up. Or not DPS, DPI, rather. I'm barely moving the mouse, and it's really fast. Now, that's not me explaining why my art is bad. My art is bad because I'm not an artiste. Okay. I'm gonna draw Super Duper Mario. Super Duper Mario in the underground level, but I'm gonna start out drawing the underground level. But I don't quite have the shade of blue that I need. I'm gonna bust out the line tool for this. See, I don't quite have that, like, cyan. Well, I have cyan, like a light blue, but I need like a dark blue as well. Which this isn't it. It needs to be like dark greenish blue. See, but that isn't quite the shade of the background, though. In the actual level. I guess the background is black. This takes so long. I actually just need to stop using the fill tool. Okay. Why not do my own songs like the actual Super Mario World cave theme? Are you asking why the composer of this game didn't do like Mario remixes? I don't know, because they thought it would be fun to have original songs, I suppose. There's 3 songs in this game. There's this one. Then there's this one. And then this one's my favorite. And then you can mute the music. That's what the 4th one is. Okay. You know what? I have a new idea looking at this. We're gonna draw a nighttime ocean scene. That's the moon. The ocean should be dark blue at nighttime? Nah. This is like Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. Nighttime Emerald Coast. As in, play music I would feel that matches the painting I want to make. I mean, I could do that, but I'm lazy. Hey, Bobo! You own Honey Pop now. Let's go! That is the best news I've heard in a minute. And you know what? That's too... This is not the moon. This is the moon. That's the moon. I'm gonna draw some nighttime clouds. Let's add some layers here. Yeah, it's Emerald Coast. See, you see the vision. You see the vision. Where's the coast? Oh, you know, in the back, behind us. You can't see it. Oh, that's way easy. That makes way more sense. Okay, wait a minute. So that's the stamp button. Okay, hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the gosh dang phone. Let me fix this. Stamp button. Oh, this actually, wait a minute, hold up. This might be fire. I want to add like a haziness over the water, but I don't quite know how to do that. I want to have this whole thing to have like a foggy sort of vibe to it. Perfect. That's perfect. Like this spritz of water. On the surface. And then finally, we're gonna put some stars in the sky. Pretty good. That's pretty good. I just pulled this out of my ass. It was supposed to be World 1-2 from Super Mario Brothers, but this is pretty good. I wish I could do like an opacity effect to make the fish look like they're more underwater. That's not bad. That's not, I don't know. I feel like that's pretty good. I kind of want to save that. I mean, I can save stated. Save stated. I bet the dithering looks proper, like gradients on a CRT. Definitely. If you play like any 16-bit game where there's a gradient, for example, the sunset levels in Donkey Kong Country, they look way better on an actual CRT than they do on an emulator. I'm kind of proud of this. This looks pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna see one last thing. I'm gonna see if I can add like a glowy effect to the stars. I wish I could layer stuff in this, but I guess that would be going beyond the scope of Mario Paint if they added layers. Well, I mean, so like, I wish that I could add a layer above the water and the sprites of the fish here, and just fill it with blue, solid blue, and then turn the opacity down to like 50%, so it makes the fish look like they're actually underneath the water. That's more like, you know, what I would like to go for. I think I'm better at drawing landscapes than drawing people. Remember when Shadow the Hedgehog blew up the moon? I mean, remember when Eggman blew up the moon? And remember when in Shadow the Hedgehog, the moon wasn't blown up? Remember when Piccolo blew up the moon? Most people are better at landscapes than people, even Hitler. Hitler was an artist, that is true. Maybe in an alternate universe where he got more constructive feedback, you know, he wouldn't have done the whole World War II concentration camp thing, Third Reich and all that. Would be a better timeline, I think. I'm kind of proud of this. I think this looks pretty good. And now it must go bye-bye. It lives on in our memories. Remember Todd Ingram punching the moon? Was it Todd or was it Matthew Patel? I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim in years. There's a lot of people that have punched the moon or destroyed it. Tetsuo from Akira, he punched a hole in the moon. Speaking of which, I'm gonna crack open a Diet Arnold Palmer. Does chat have any suggestions or characters or landscapes or anything you guys want to see me draw poorly? There's something about this song in particular that I think it puts me in a good drawing space. Remember when SpongeBob and Patrick kidnapped the entire Bikini Bottom and got stranded on the moon? Yeah, that was like a season 1 episode. It's kind of the vibe of that last painting. Draw a furry animal like a cat. Okay. For that, we need silly music. is made of Cheetos. This is the worst drawing of a cat anyone on planet Earth has ever done. Ma, there's a weird fucking cat! It looks like Grandma the fucking thing! What should the background be? Like a house? How do I draw the interior of a house? How do I do that? D-Day invasion. I'll tell you what, we can do that really easily, but this requires the cheat codes. I'm gonna have to cheat this, but hold up. You cannot do this in vanilla Mario Paint, but thanks to the miracle of OBS, Open Broadcast software, I can cheat. No, this is awful. Get it off the screen. Get it off the screen. Okay, I'm gonna draw a background. This cat is gonna be in a nice field. It's lupus? It's never lupus. It's never lupus. Come on. Get with the program, Corey. That's Chester Cheetah's kid. Good kid. Look at it. Look at that face. This is a cat you would encounter, and they would tell you this cat is incapable of lying to you. This is a sincere, forthright, forthcoming, whatever the word is, cat. He needs some sunglasses? Oh, that's a good idea. Turn this into sunglasses. Oh, this just went from the dinkiest, goofy cat you've ever seen. Well, okay, hold up. I kind of fucked that up. Hold up. This dude's about to be thuggin'. No, that looks weird. I hate that it only undoes once. I was trying to give his, like, sunglasses, like, a shine effect, but I'll do it this way. Yo, he's straight chillin', though. No, I want like a dark blue. When I used to draw back in the day, I did everything with the mouse. I haven't drawn in years. Like, I'm not an artist, I'm not an illustrator, but this is kind of coming back to me. The days of MS Paint drawings. This is taking a while, but I like the way this looks. They would have a voice like normal Bob, like SpongeBob's cousin from that one episode of SpongeBob. No, I'm getting my episodes mixed up. There was the episode where he became smooth. That's normal Bob, where he's like, hi, how are you? And then I'm thinking of the episode with his cousin where he fucks everything up. I think his name was Stanley. I got those two episodes mixed up in my brain. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a jazz cup sort of thing here, Blake. You're right on the money. I'm trying to do like a jazz cup thing. And then I'm gonna use the spray can tool again. Because if you haven't noticed, I kind of love the spray can tool. This went from a really silly looking cat to the coolest, baddest motherfucker you've ever seen. This is like an Andy Warhol painting, really, if you think about it. The entire Jet Set Radio cast also likes spray can. What's your guys' favorite song from Jet Set Radio or Jet Set Radio Future? Mine is probably Birthday Cake. Unironically, I love that song. I'll play Birthday Cake if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give this cat an outline, like a bit of an outline. Fuck that up. Damn it. That's my only complaint with this game so far, is there's not an... I wish I could undo, like, at least the past 5 actions. The Super Nintendo has enough RAM to do that. I told you we were gonna bust it out. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I thought this stream was going to be a disaster, and not like in a fun way. Like, I thought this was just going to be really, really awful, but I'm really having fun with this game. Aisle 10? Aisle 10 is great. Did you know Latch Brothers? Mike D of Beastie Boys is a part of Latch Brothers, who did the song Aisle 10. Speaking of Beastie Boys, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that the music video for Intergalactic by Beastie Boys was a huge influence on Jet Set Radio Future. This should be the thumbnail for the VOD. Yeah, I think I agree with you. This cat's kind of badass. It really does look like the Jazz Cup, if you don't know what I'm talking about. This cup from the 90s. It's missing the dark blue line through it, but I think that's pretty good. This cat is pretty chill. It's pretty damn chill. I want to say it's finished. Actually, is there a cat stamp? Hold up, wait. There is. Meow. Remember in No More Heroes when Travis is petting Jean and he goes, meow. So now, this cat is like a gigantic cat. And these are his little brothers. That's pretty good. His minions, his posse. He needs like a leather jacket and he needs like a cigarette in his mouth, but at that point I feel like we're altering this character design too much. So, take your screenshots and he will be forever immortalized in the stream. Also, the game looks really stretched out. Is that 4x3? I can't tell. I genuinely can't tell. That looks like 8x7. I also don't care anymore. Catzilla, the new kaiju. I'll save state this guy too. Why not? Immortalizing him in a save state slot. Super Nintendo isn't 4x3? So you're telling me that this is correct? Alright, I'll keep it like this then. I feel like I have less room now, even though I know that that's not the case and it was just stretched out anamorphic style. What next? What next? What next? Let's draw Astronaut Mario from Super Mario Land 2 in outer space. How do I want to start this? I was gonna start by drawing the moon. Or should I draw Mario first? Okay, I'm gonna draw Mario first. That's not a perfect circle. I need to lock in. Okay, we're locked in. Is there a circle tool? Yes, but I don't know if I said perfect circle, but I'd need it to kind of be at an angle. Let's see. Let's try the circle tool. Nah, no, that ain't it. Hold up, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. I'm just gonna keep drawing it. The moon from Majora's Mask? I could make it the moon from Majora's Mask. Let's, I have a vision for this in my head. And then we'll go from there. No! No, 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 no! I just wanted the spacesuit color. This is the closest thing to the color of a spacesuit that we have, even though it kind of just looks like flesh. Okay. I wish I could zoom in so badly. Spacesuit's just white. Yeah, I guess I could keep it white. Spacesuits, they're white, but also they can be sort of like a yellow-ish tint to it. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'll just keep it white. That's one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. I don't know, spacesuits have a bunch of like shit on them, so I'm just drawing buttons and stuff. Okay, background. Here's where this gets fun. I'm gonna do a better job of filling in Mario's face. I don't see any holes in this, so it's gonna fill in the mustache though. I gotta finish the mustache. Okay, I'm going to attempt to use the fill tool now. Great. That shit does not work. Also, I'm gonna give him like a little rosy on his nose. No, now it just looks like he has blood on his nose. I need like a pink. Damn it, there's not enough colors. Forget about it. I was gonna give him like a jolly red nose. Italian patch on the suit or a mushroom? Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. The background is where we're gonna get crazy. Believe me, trust in the process here. Is this supposed to be Mario Land 2? Yeah, the space level in Mario Land 2. Okay. Now it's time to get crazy with it. Checkerboard pattern. Let's see how this looks. Oh, wait. Fill tool. Have you guys heard the... You know what? I'm gonna play it. The space music for Super Mario Land 2. It's one of the most underrated Mario songs. Let me play this real quick. This is such a pleasant song. Yeah, we're gonna let this ride out while I do this one. I love the percussion too, the hi-hats and the kick and the snare. Oh, it's so good. that's too bright. I wanted to add some hints of blue to outer space, but that's too bright. I'm gonna replace it with this. More purple. There's also a really good Super Mario World like ROM hack version of this song too. Let me see if I can find the one I'm thinking of. No, that's not it. Super Mario World Space Zone ROM hack. Oh, I can't find the one I'm looking for. Is it this? No. It was in a ROM hack I played a couple of years ago, and it was really good. Wonder if there are any remixes though. Let's see. Super Mario Land 2 remix. I like this. This is by Blue Jack G on YouTube. Okay. I think the moon needs to be a bit brighter. Ooh, okay, okay. Inside of the helmet should be light blue. That's a good idea. Should I go solid light blue or should I go for like a dithered effect? I think we'll just go with light blue. Trying to suss out if I can use the fill tool or not here. Oops. White shine? Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I want the background to be darker, but I don't know how to make it darker without compromising the sort of aesthetic that I'm going for here, like this colorful outer space look. I'll add the stars. I'm just gonna use the sprite for it. Because it is outer space, the background needs to be dark. Oh yeah, this is actually coming together. I just need to add more. Because now it looks more like there's stars in the background. In addition to the power star sprite I'm gonna add. Oh, this actually is coming together now. I was worried that the background wouldn't look outer spacey enough. Could have just done that, and that would have looked way better. Put a fire flower in his hand. Nah, that'll look bad. If I could rotate the fire flower, I would put a fire flower in his hand, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do here. You know what? We'll put a Goomba on the moon. One singular Goomba on the moon. This one, I think this is the best one we've done tonight. And the music's fading out right as we finished it. That was by, again, Blue Jack G on YouTube. Yeah, that one, at first I was worried about the outer space background, that it wasn't coming together. But that turned out pretty good. That was pretty dope. All right. Now, do we do one more kind of big drawing like this? Or do we do like another goofy cat drawing sort of thing? I don't know. Earthbound themed painting. Should I draw WyattMC or should I draw like Ness? Should I do... Oh, you know what? The meteorite at the beginning of WyattMC? Another like nighttime sort of drawing? I could do that. I could definitely do that. We'll draw WyattMC at night with the meteor. I really like all the different effects. It's very cool. I wonder if this will work or if the fill tool just doesn't seem very helpful most of the time, but let's see if this works. Please don't fill the... Okay, cool. Did what I wanted it to. That's maybe a bit too bright though, because the WyattMC at night has a green tint to it, but that's maybe a bit too bright. No, I don't know if that's... Oh, but I can blend it together sort of, so hold up. Mr. Saturn kicking a Sega Saturn out of Saturn Valley. That's a really good idea. I don't know if we'll get to that tonight, but that is a really good idea. A very small island, small enough for an individual blade of grass. This is another good suggestion. Let's see how this turns out, though. I'm thinking in my head, WyattMC, the mountaintop, the hill with the meteorite in it. Like, right when it crashes down into Earth, at the beginning of Earthbound. Okay. Now, this is way too bright for the shade that we need, but this is the closest thing we got, so. Once again, I'm gonna blend this together. Just wait. Just wait. Just trust the process. Don't get it twisted. I love Sega Saturn. It has Die Hard Arcade and it's a perfect port. I think the Sega Saturn is cool. I've never seen one in real life and I've only played a handful of Saturn games, but it's a very neat console that had a horrible botched launch. At least in America. In Japan, it did very well. Isn't it like there's 800 Sega Saturn games and America only got like 200 of them? I wonder if I add a dark gray. If that'll give me the shade that I need. Sort of. A little bit. This is supposed to be the hill, by the way. The night sky still looks a little bit not quite night sky enough for me. Yeah, the PlayStation bitch slapped the Sega Saturn and the N64. It came out swinging. I wonder if I should just make it black and then figure it out later. Dude, the spray tool is OP. Gigantic ice cube. Well, I don't have the shade that I need to draw the hills and the mountains the way that they look in the actual game. I wish I could draw like mountains way off in the distance, but I'm just gonna go for the night sky for now. I will add like a little patch of grass down here. What are you doing? You're rubbernecking in the cop's way! At first, I was doing like the police officer voice, and then it turned into Porky Minch because I realized it was a Pokey clip line of dialogue. You know what? I'm just, instead of making this layered, I'm just gonna make one hill. Sony to Sega and Nintendo. You want to play? Check out this station. The PlayStation wasn't playing around. Let's just say that they bitch slapped. They definitely bitch slapped Nintendo and Sega. But Sega bit back with the Dreamcast. It's just the Dreamcast was simultaneously ahead of its time and also like released at the worst time because the PlayStation came out like 2 years later. It's now dawning upon me that drawing the meteorite is going to be a problem. Because there is no color. Ah, there's orange. Orange is good. That works. This is going to be the crater where the meteorite landed. And then I'm going to draw the meteorite surrounding it. I don't know. No, I don't know. This one might be a bust. I had the image of it perfectly in my head, but I don't know if I can execute it, because now this just looks like a bunch of colors. This looks more like the sun in outer space than Wonet at night. Let me see if I can find a reference image that might help me. So if you've not played Earthbound, this is what I'm trying to convey. For those of you who have no idea what I'm even doing here. See what I mean though? Like, I don't quite have that shade of green to be able to do it. I guess I could draw Ness standing in front of it. That might make this more like, you know, Earthbound, recognizable. Ness's hair is black. What am I? It's not brown, it's black. Blue shirt, yellow stripes. And then we'll draw Porky over here. Why can I not imagine Porky in my head? He's a stupid fat kid, I know that. What does his hair look like? It's like spiky, right? Why can I not, I can't envision Porky. Yeah, it is like kind of like ruffled hair. Okay, now we're gonna draw Porky. That's way too fat. Porky is Porky's rotund, but not that. I don't think his hair is this spiky, but I'm like committed to it now. His hair covers his eyes, doesn't it? It does. That's not bad. I think drawing Ness and Porky might save this. I'm gonna keep working on this meteorite, though. I should draw, like, the glow that it has. It's not that colorful, though. I don't know if I should be adding that much color. It's a really dark-looking meteorite. It's not even this orange. It also has, like, cracks running through it. That glow. I think that just made it look worse. I think adding Ness and Porky made it, like, distinguishable. Like, you know, you look at this and if you played Earthbound, you would recognize it. But yeah, the meteorite doesn't look great, and I don't quite have the colors to work with here. But I think adding Ness and Porky here, I'd have no room to fit Picky unless I put him in the corner, like over here behind the meteor. Maybe I can do that. We'll do that. He wears, like, I think he wears a black t-shirt, but I'm gonna make it gray. not that color. Meant to do that. There we go. The gang's all here, except King. But I don't know if I can draw a dog. I can draw a cat, apparently. Nah, I won't draw King. That'll be it for this one. You know, I think we kind of salvaged it a little bit. Adding Ness, Picky, and Porky made this more recognizable. No Buzz or King. But yeah, I think this one actually, I think we saved it. I think we salvaged it. Sweet. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. What the hell? It does not feel like that. It most certainly does not feel like I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours. Jeez Louise. I'm not opposed to doing a second Mario Paint stream. That was fun. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting this to be a total, like, dumpster fire stream. But for now, it'll be a one-off. But if I ever feel like coming back to this, maybe I will. None of my friends were here for this. Like Ko, Fernie, Kubo, Doodle, my immediate mods. But I got quite a few people here. We got Azura, Blake, IT Rights, Hro, V-Love stopped by. So we got a couple of people here for this stream. So this was a lot of fun. And for now, it'll be a one-off. But I'm not opposed to this being like a 2 or 3-parter. That's going to do it for tonight's stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and have a good rest of your night.